Okay, we should now be recording, which means welcome back to the Storytime Network, everyone. Sorry this isn't being streamed, but circumstances. I can't be bothered going into it because I'm still feeling quite ill. Kato, take us away.
So, last we left our heroes with Aldane, the half-elf paladin, Dairon the Genasi rogue, Seamus the half-elf bard, and Felix the currently ill AF painter. The four of you, along with Turin, made the push through to the pyramid after having spoken with the soldiers that you were with, and working with them to fight through the swath and horde of mummies. You nearly had one of the what's it called, the riders die, but thankfully you prevailed and went above and beyond to help them. Eventually, however, it was getting to a point where this dome of black was forming over the pyramid, and in a mad dash you had to make through that. And once the dome had basically covered the pyramid, you then had to still continue to rush to get through the door to access the pyramid properly. It was very
that did
tense,
happen.
as Seamus had a Indiana Jones moment sliding through the pyramid, only to then reach out and grab his stuffing sock again. No, he did have the moment though with the hat and barely getting in.
If he wore the hat, it would have been that moment, definitely.
He wouldn't wear a fedora though. I'd like to think Seamus is too self-aware to do that.
No, he wears a snapback.
Of course he does.
Shocker.
His middle name is Kyle.
Of course he has a douchey middle name.
But you all made it inside. Unfortunately, though, you haven't been able to contact Rua still, which is very worrisome. However, Oryx did fly off to find him. But with the five of you inside the hallway of this entrance, you make your way forward. And I assume you allow yourselves to be consumed by the lovable darkness that you always seem to see when you do these sorts of dungeons. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you enter, your body is enveloped by the darkness, as you are used to at this point. You see, from the perspective of what you assume is the Pharaoh, based on this very big entrance hall, where everyone is kneeling down, bowing to this person in clear reverence. You see the Pharaoh looking over to the side at this robed man with a very prominent Jafar-esque mustache. Jafar from Aladdin, the Disney movie.
But isn't he Janir?
Currently he's more Janir than Jafar. He gestures for the vizier of sorts to approach, and you hear...
Mill installed that on the soundboard, so I will use it.
You do hear some whispering from the vizier as he says, "These are your sacrifices, my liege. Please do with them as you will. I am almost dying to see what you accomplish." The Pharaoh nods, and you hear them speak. "Rise, my legions, my servants. I would ask that you bathe yourselves and be prepared to go into the chambers that my guards will send you to. Eat and be well." And you watch as several guards begin to lead these people. There's about 10 of these servants, all clearly of different ages and backgrounds and races. and they are all being led by the guards. You do see one of the people in particular, though, is almost sobbing. It doesn't look like they're having a good time as they're like being led away. And once the people leave, you hear the vizier starting to speak a bit more openly now, as he just says, "How have your developments been coming along, my liege?" And you see the pharaoh looking over at just in the distance for a moment, considering how to answer almost before looking back. Well, my barriers have become so powerful that even higher level magics aren't able to penetrate it. But I'm still in the process of making the orb. And you see the vizier nod. I understand. Hopefully these people will be the fuel you need to create that. And you see, from your perspective of this person, nod in response before looking off into the distance once again. And as that happens, your vision slowly begins to return to you, and you find yourselves in this map that I'm going to drop you into.
Yay,
Fun
dungeon
times.
crawling.
Dungeon into the
Do you see?
dungeon.
Yes.
Yes. So you see this fairly deep dungeon, quite well lit, I will say. And as you look behind yourselves, there's just a wall. Now, there's only one way forward, as it always has been with these sorts of dungeons. To the side of Dairon and Seamus in particular, you see a door that's shut, and along you are statues of cats of various degree, seemingly the kind of cats you would see native to Pahala. And you also then further see 8 pillars in the distance, seemingly holding up for the next floor, as well as some doors and stairs that lead upwards. If you wish to move forward and explore, you can do so.
Give me a second. Just yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move. Can I just? What would be the way to like? I want to try and move forward while keeping an eye out for traps or like pressure plates.
If you want to do that, I would say.
Would that be
Are
an
you doing?
investigation or
Are you being
perception?
Are you deliberately being careful, or are you just looking as you're walking normally?
I'm. I'm.
If you're trying
going
to be
to.
careful, then I'd say you would be moving half your normal movement speed,
Okay.
as you then would make investigation or perception checks of your choice.
Okay.
Perception would be necessarily more sensing things. Maybe you smell something. Maybe you're hearing stuff. Investigation would be more the specific looking of traps. Perception doesn't mean you can't look for traps. It's more you would be noticing interesting things rather than necessarily
Okay.
looking for what would be a trap.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I move forward
as you
and I
reach
wait till the
there,
group to like wait.
you see the 2 doors opposite, or at least Aldane would have seen the door from where he's at, just barely. Again, you see the stairs leading upwards, and you also see 3 doors at the end of the room, seemingly accessible. You also see what looks like an entranceway with no door. It's the only one so far that seems to be a passageway leading to no door. That has no door, sorry. And you also peek around the statues and see these sarcophagi that have mummified bodies inside them. They seem to be inactive, however, based on the sound and the movements.
I don't like this. I move forward again. I'm gonna do that for a little while. Just like
I
very
see.
slowly, like make my way forward.
So that's another 15 feet.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You don't really notice anything of that would be akin to a trap. Admit. Yeah, Yeah, you don't see anything that would really be akin to a trap. As you're sort of looking around, you're just more in awe of how beautifully, like, because everything on the walls is like either painted or carved in, and all the carvings are exquisite. You see like different depictions of stories. A lot of them are venerating Rhubarb, it seems, or at least the sun, as well as water and other like important things that would be within a desert. Some of it's going over your head though, because you've never really been. I would think you've probably never really been exposed to Pahala's culture,
No.
or at least in this instance, because you're looking at like an ancient tomb, you know. But yes, you don't really. Apart from what you can already see, smell, and hear, you don't really notice anything in particular. Do you continue to go forward?
I
Yes,
feel
I
like
will.
one of us should go with you at some point.
I mean,
Shouldn't
just,
be me because I am terrible at stealth.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep going forward. I mean, as I walk forward, you guys can probably follow behind, but
As you move
Sure.
forward, you take a step there and you hear something click. You look down and you see your foot sinking into what looks like a pressure plate. You then look above and you hear the sound of the ceiling giving way. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
okay. Oh,
I'm going to allow you to move 5 feet in any direction that's backwards. So any of these 3 squares. You
Another
roll...
pressure plate.
You know what? When I was doing the planning for this, I was considering that.
that would be
Oh,
funny.
you're evil.
That would have been. I would
as
have
you see,
appreciated that.
a large, rocky being fall down, crashing below. It's facing northward and doesn't actually seem to have noticed you, as it's not turning round after a few seconds of just being here. What do you do, Dairon?
Do I get a read on whether or not it's like?
That'd be insight.
Okay.
If anyone wants to roll Arcana on what this is as well, they can do so.
I'll roll some Arcana. I just gotta
26.
get my character sheet up. Oh, I guess you don't need me to roll Arcana then.
Mel, I'll say you know this because Turin would also know from that roll. This is quite clearly an Earth Elemental.
Alright.
These are how do I describe this? As I open up some of my pages that I forgot to open up. Let me cite the official things as I ponder my mob.
Oh no,
Their
it's more than
bodies
called.
usually consist of dirt and stone. Occasionally you'll see metals and gems and bright minerals. They are known to be able to glide through rock and earth as if it's liquid. And earth elementals can generally pinpoint precise locations of any foe that stand within its vicinity. So you can't really hide from an earth elemental.
Oh shit, it's a deep one.
Hey, buddy.
Jack,
Generally-
did you get that reference?
Generally, they're extremely bulky, but they're not very smart or charismatic. but they do hit very hard.
Hmm.
They're also generally bound to a person, but
Hmm.
maybe if you were to communicate with them in Terran, if you happen to know that.
Wait, nope. I have primordial.
Well, unless Felix yells this across the room and draws its attention, you don't know.
That's true, but I do have primordial as a language.
You do. But yes, that's what you know, Felix.
What I will
If you
do
want,
instead.
if you want to share this with the class nearby, you would have to roll a stealth check.
Well, what I will do instead of shouting it to Dairon is I will cast Message
I see.
A good idea.
and whisper this to him. Whisper this to them.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Vocal, somatic, and material. So you'll need to do a stealth check.
Alright.
See if you can whisper well.
Little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Yes.
Yep.
Say something you might
The
like.
earth elemental does not turn in response to you gesticulating and vocalizing in Dairon's vicinity. What message do you send to your friend?
Basically, as much info as I can about the thing as I can fit into the message. I mean, I don't.
I mean, what are you specifically? Because there's not really much point in telling Dairon everything. Dairon's not really a spellcaster. More for the sake of actually, what will Dairon be told? Because it's easy to say everything, but that's like.
Then I guess I'll tell him the thing about the languages.
So, Dairon, you hear Felix, and he informs you that this creature can speak Terran, which you would know to be an offshoot of Primordial.
Dairon will, as an action, do the dodge action.
Oh, I see.
Just as I'm not gonna get hit. I do not.
Mhm.
I would not like to get hit. Thank you very much.
I see.
And then I say, in Primordial, hello. Are you there? Hello? What were you doing in the ceiling?
The creature slowly turns in place to look at you, and then looks ahead to the others before looking down. This temple is home. I am to keep people away. Master asked me to be here.
And who is your master?
The Pharaoh. And they look around, and you watch as they are going to make a perception roll. They do really well, actually. They point at one of the hieroglyphics on the wall, and you see what looks like people bowing down to someone stood on a high pedestal, as if they're being elevated above the common people. Pharaoh, Master, Creator.
Not the Vizier?
Vizier is enemy.
Based on what we learned in the memory, who is the holder of the piece? Like, whose viewpoint was the memory from?
It seemed to be of the pharaoh.
Okay.
Based on the vague bits of like you seeing the hand in front of their face, if you happen to see their clothing in view, and based on the build, it appears to be the pharaoh who has the piece.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, I'm gonna say I guess I'm just gonna. We came here looking for the vizier. But the pharaoh is harming our people too.
The elemental spends probably 5 seconds or so contemplating what to say next. What is Master doing?
He is raising the dead, threatening all that live around. It is getting to the point where there will be none left if he is not stopped.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck!
Oh, I'm so
Master-
sorry again.
Master
Oh.
would not hurt people. I cannot betray Master.
We cannot let him stop, and we cannot let him kill everyone.
So, as you're talking to them, this rocky fella, you know,
I'm doing
well,
my best, guys.
let me. Where is it? Where is it? Where did I? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we are. So, the Earth Elemental begins to raise one of its arms upwards, and I assume a.
It's a disadvantage. I am taking the dodge action.
So you can either have a 25 or a 16 to hit.
Oh, 16, thank God. That doesn't hit.
As it lifts its arm up and smashes into the ground before you. It seems you have reached an impasse.
I really did the best I could, guys. I am rolling shit.
We're going to change the music as here you go, Mill. Also, don't forget to click your tokens when you're doing initiative.
Oof.
Rip.
God damn it.
Ripperino and Pepperino. Dylan, are you
Hey, all day
rolling
you got
initiative?
You got a higher initiative.
Shit, I
than me.
might as well, even though I'm useless.
Why are you useless?
You have shatter.
It's not even that. Like, why
I'm gonna
are you
use that in a.
useless?
I'm gonna use that in a cavern that could easily
Like,
collapse.
Wait, why are you saying useless? By the way,
All I have
You
is
have
bardic
so many other
inspiration.
spells.
why? No, but let me actually hear what Dylan has to say. Why do you think Seamus is useless here?
Because all I have is Eldritch Blast, which probably won't do much to this guy, or
You
Shatter,
don't
which might
know
collapse the
that.
cavern, or I can do Bardic Inspiration.
You don't know what's going to happen until you do it. The thing is, you're the most inexperienced of us all, which isn't a bad thing. You can be allowed to make mistakes and figure out how you're playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't. No one's died yet, so you're clearly doing something at least okay. At worst, maybe you're not exploring everything that you have to use. But that's fine. You're still getting used to all of the options that you have at your disposal. There's nothing wrong with experimenting and learning on the fly. It'd be different if you, like, I don't know, healed a boss to full HP by accident.
Yeah, I think we would have a little bit of an issue with that, but yeah.
And at that point, that's, like, probably something that none of you would be able to know about. As a, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and like
Everyone has different utilities in different areas of the game. I mean, hey, Darren was arguably the worst person to have that conversation, but Darren was also the only person who could have had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the skill sets don't mesh well, or sometimes you're just in a situation where you can't really do the thing you're good at. And that's okay.
Okey-doke.
But for now, it's Turim's turn. Turim is going to say he's weak to thunder damage, but immune to poison. Also, don't use non-magical attacks, as they are.
Don't use no magical attacks?
Don't use non-magical attacks,
Oh, okay.
as they are about to toss a firebolt at its direction, landing for 10 damage. That is. Yep. And I hate the UI for this. For the fucking turn order, they've ruined it. Roll20 just needs to stop doing updates to the UI. They're actually fucking everything up, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. I mean, I love Roll20. No, don't. No, sorry. I'm definitely not looking at other virtual tabletops. By the time the hiatus would be over, and you know. But yes, Turim hits. Turim's actually going to move behind the statue. Felix, it's your turn.
I'm unfortunately too far away to do what I wanted to do initially, which was thunderstep Darren away. But alas, actually, yeah, too far away. So
Just dashing that. I was going to say dash and thunderstep, but I'm so used to Baldur's Gate, where so many of my party members have like bonus action dash.
I do not have that.
I do have bonus action disengage.
True. But that's Darren's turn. The worst turn as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this happens.
Right, I think then I'm gonna move up a little bit, probably to there. Send a firebolt of my own.
As you charge up the fire and fling it forward, the attack just glances off, seemingly not having the same level of impact Turim's did.
Alright, then I'm also gonna duck behind a statue.
I keep forgetting to fucking loop. There we are. Right. The Earth Elemental brings its hand up once again and smashes down on you, Dairon.
Okay.
for 21 to hit.
That does hit, but I will uncanny dodge.
Good. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that before the half?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll leave it up. I'm gonna do the when it comes to halving. I'm gonna say the full damage. It's up to you to calculate that.
Okay.
You watch as it brings up its other arm and follows up with a second attack. Oh my god. Okay.
What?
A crit.
Ouch.
Crit fail?
If by it's a failure for Dairon because they failed to not get hit. As Dairon takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage. It's actually a really shit roll from the enemy. It didn't even roll above half above half on any of the numbers it rolled for its damage. So that was actually like a really shitty crit. As that happens, yeah, that's all it's doing as it can't move. Seamus? Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Here I go blasting again. Let me make sure. Yeah, well within range. Eldritch Blasturu.
That's
I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No, not with an 8.
This is not helping my case about being useless. Oh, that one hits at least.
I mean, if Darren had better initiative, they wouldn't have been twatted twice, so...
Oh my god!
What?
As you...
Oh!
Think of it this way, Seamus, if it helps. You've done more damage than Felix has yet.
That's certainly one way to think about it.
1 damage is damage, because that could mean someone does enough damage to not magic pixel it. You have to think of it like that. Never try. It can be frustrating. It can be so frustrating when you're rolling shit. But as long as you're making some form of damage, that's some kind of contribution.
Now, quick question: is this cover right here?
So good question because I didn't establish that. Let me check the rules on cover because I need to check how much it is. This is considered 3/4 cover, which means you have a +5 to AC and Dexterity saving throws.
All right. I'm hide.
Yeah. Aldane. Oh,
Damn.
I'm gonna yell,
you have
don't
to-
get too
you have to do-
close.
You have to do the arrow from yourself, so that'd be 40 feet.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move here then.
I'd actually say, don't get too close. Don't get within 10 feet.
What?
Of Dairon.
Oh. Okay, I'll just.
Dime's a ticking time bomb. Don't forget.
Is this good? Is this good?
No.
Okay, then just go here instead.
I still think that's within range, but
It's fine. So,
actually,
what do you do then?
I think I can do something with that.
I cast Shield of Faith on Dairon.
Dairon, you are shielded by the Faith. You now have +2 to your AC.
And bonus action,
That is the
Channel,
bonus action.
Channel Divinity to restore my spell slot.
The Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Never mind. Well, I don't. Are we attacking it? We're attacking it, right?
I mean, yes.
I mean, at the very least, Dairon's been hit by it, so...
I'm gonna chuck a couple javelins at it then. Ooh. Well.
Damage is damage.
So 4 damage.
Yep. Nope, that's not gonna hit.
See, Dylan, think of it this way: you're hitting just as many times as Aldane has so far, and he also rolled minimum damage.
His minimum damage is not the same as my minimum damage. Let's be real.
I mean, if the thing is, if you could apply charisma to your attacks, you'd be hitting more damage than nearly everyone in the party.
I wish I could. Is there
Yes,
any kind of
That's a
feat
warlock thing.
Yeah.
You can get a
Yeah.
feat that lets you do it, but
there is a feat to take invocations.
didn't you just
Mhm.
hit your ASI though?
Yes,
yes, we
just
did.
Yeah. So if you'd have used that last level, but it's fine. So that is okay. As you strike it, you see as the spear chips off some of the rock on its body, and it then Daron, it is now finally your turn.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I am going to bonus action. I am going to bonus action insightful fighting.
Yeah. Very good.
13.
Deception, right? It physically can't beat you. It's got negative charisma modifier.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll make the roll because you rolled that low.
Yeah, I did roll real low.
Yeah, it rolled a 6.
Okay. Okay, 13. Isolation then. Stabby.
Mm-hmm.
27 to hit.
Would you believe that does hit?
Oh, thank Jesus. Okay. 17.
17 damage. Yep. As you strike off a significant chunk of its face, it rears back, and you hear the sounds of like grinding stone, which you would know down is like. Think of it like screams in Terran. Like screams in a.
Great.
As yep. So that's your turn. Yes. Yes. So. Turim actually says, Felix, you should toss a chromatic orb when you can.
Don't worry, I have a better idea.
Oh, I see. As they, no. Turim is going to drop another firebolt on the monster. And doesn't hit. Felix.
Gonna get it up in close here. And then Thunderstep. With
I go
Darren.
with
then.
him.
Yeah, with Darren.
Where are you moving to?
Probably back to where I was.
So, would you say, let me see, like, here?
Yes.
Okay. What would that have given you, by the way? Let me... Yeah, so you still have 5 feet to move around.
Cool.
Okay. Roll Thunderstep. 29 damage, I see.
Quite good.
Hmm.
One for that 4, it would be even better, but yeah. I imagine it has decent con, though, is the thing.
Well, creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on this saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no, that's shatter.
Oh.
And I even typed in shatter because I'm a fucking idiot. So, a blast of noise rings out through the room, and the creature has to make a Constitution saving throw, and rolls a. Let me see.
I imagine it's not going to be very happy with me.
So, Unfortunately, it passed,
Right.
but half of 29 is 14. Doubled is 28.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually lose. Only technically did one less damage.
Yeah.
And you got Dyron out, which is the bigger priority.
Mhm.
As yes, it continues to writhe in pain. And are you moving, by the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 5 feet movement to get back there.
As now it is the Earth Elemental's turn.
Have fun, Aldane.
The Earth Elemental rushes past Aldane and runs here.
Uh-oh.
It brings up its arm and goes to smack you, Felix.
Oh, that's fair.
That is a natural 17, which will hit.
Yes, it will. 17 is
'Cause
my
it has-
AC.
It does over 20, so on modifiers. That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
As it then turns round and it then smashes into Dyron next for an 18 to hit.
That
doesn't
misses.
hit. Yes, because of Shield of Faith.
You're welcome.
Seamus, it's your turn.
And the thick plottins.
No, you gotta say it. And the thick bloods.
I've never heard that before. I'm gonna start using that.
Fuck it. Blast it again.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Oh, damn. Almost a crit.
So close and yet so far.
2 damage.
So it's... Yeah.
That 8's if you crit.
I know. A man can hope. Another 26. There we go.
Mhm.
Hey, a little bit more damage.
So 6 damage overall.
Mhm.
You see this thing begin to struggle. And then you notice its body begins to glow purple.
Not good.
Dyron,
Yes.
while you're standing next to it, you feel the Shield of Faith begin to weaken on you.
Ah, fudge nuggets.
It's not gone, but it feels like whatever time you had with it is going to be much shorter. Do you move, by the way, Seamus?
Well, I'm as safe here as I'll be anywhere else.
Okay. Aldane, this is your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action Channel Divinity, restore my spell slot, and I'm going to go on the offensive.
Okay.
So time to do some stabinating.
You gonna call it a slur?
No.
Are you gonna go on the offensive? Or is it... not that kind of offensive, I see.
Do I get flanking because Felix is on the opposite side?
Yeah, you do.
Excellent.
Are you sure you don't want the 12, though?
Nah, I don't think it works as well.
True. Okay.
13 damage, nice.
So as you strike this elemental, and you strike its now purple glowing body, you were confident the strike should have gone much deeper in than it did. As you only really do it's still a good cut, but it's more like your sword is almost bouncing off it now.
Huh. Curious.
As you do half of 13 is
6.
Yes.
If you're rounding down to 6, yeah.
I'm actually doubling it. I know. Imagine. Dyron, this is your turn.
Magic field. Anti-magic field. Do I get advantage?
No.
Okay. I'm aiming with isolation then.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
$16?
As you go to strike with the tip of your blade, it seems to almost directly clash with the barrier. And even then, you feel like at the angle you were going to strike at, you probably would have like bounced back instead. It didn't feel like that hit was going to connect regardless.
Okay.
I was going to say you're going to move. I mean, you can move. It's just to where. Turim's turn. Hmm. Hmm. Turim's actually going to move in and strike at it with their quarterstaff, giving them advantage because it's now overwhelmed and doesn't hit. Felix, it's your turn now.
Alright. Bonus action, Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Neither of those are good.
As you go to strike, you actually, as the earth elemental is writhing between you all, you miss.
Alright, that's my
As
turn.
you miss, though, you feel a tug on the shadow blade.
Right.
The elemental's turn. It looks to Dairon and continues to attack them. This earth elemental is not an LGBT ally. With a 21 to hit. Again?
I can just imagine it saying,
$20.
"Homophobic, you think I'm scared of you?"
As it deals 14 bludgeoning damage to you, Dairon.
I uncanny dodge that.
Fair. It then begins to go and attack Felix. For a non-natural 20.
Yep.
Dealing 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Right. I'll do that first, but I'm gonna reduce some of that. Yep. Shadow Blade goes down.
Yep. You watch as it strikes at you. It also grabs at the Shadow Blade, and you watch the Shadow Blade get sucked into the body of this. And that's its turn. Seamus, what do you do?
How's Dairon looking on health?
27. If out of a scale between, if the max is 56, I'm feeling about a 27.
Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna blast him again. Blast the elemental. That hits.
Mm-hmm. So you strike at it, and you watch it not react. As if your attack was absorbed into it.
That's not fucking good. I'm gonna take the hint and not fire the second blast.
You do have a second attack, though.
No, it's I can only do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
But you can't. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not the marshals. Yeah. So that was your attack, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna use Healing Word on Dairon though, with my
Okay.
bonus action.
So Dairon, you
Yeah.
should have gotten 8 for healing. Only get 4.
Oh, God, are you kidding me? This thing has some anti-magic bullshit.
I think I
That
yelled
was said
that.
earlier, yes. Haldane.
Alright. Well, not much else I can do but keep attacking. Unless... What was that? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to do, I'm just gonna keep attacking. I
Crit.
have it! So crit. And I'm gonna do a smite on top of this.
Okay.
It's just the 4d8, right? Because it's crit.
Yeah. See,
30 damage.
no, it's not.
Yeah, because it's one-handed, so... No, 30 damage total. Between slash and... Oh.
The smite is going to
Right.
get halved.
Does he know, chat? Does he know,
Right.
chat?
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
you strike at it, and you watch as your smite clashes with the barrier, and you watch as any holy energy gets sucked into its body. However, you notice that at least some blast occurs as and part of its inside seems to have blown up. So you didn't do all the damage, but it only seems to have happened possibly because you did such a clean hit. So and then okay. Yep, this is looking very weak. It's still got quite a few rounds in it probably, but it's looking a lot less healthy than it did before. Dairon. What now?
I aim with isolation.
What? No. You don't need to aim. Sorry, because Turim's giving you advantage.
30. I assumed the 28 hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's actually got super AC now. So... And then... So you do an incredible strike as you go almost right between its eyes. It's not got eyes really or a brain to strike, but you still did what looks like a critical hit as you see cracks of stone around its face. It's Turim's turn. Turim is going to try again with a quarterstaff. Actually hits
Hell yeah!
for 10 damage, which is okay. So you watch as kind of like Turim puts almost a hole in the other side of its head that you just did. So now you can kind of see Dairon like behind its head slightly. As now it's Felix's turn.
Shadow Blade again.
You summoning it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have any other melee options. I've got 2 daggers and that's it.
Alright. Yep, you miss.
I hate my life.
It's okay, Mill.
We hate your life as well.
You can disengage.
Well, maybe Mill can disengage from being alive as the words as the Earth Elemental continues to strike at Felix for a 21.
Hits.
for 9 bludgeoning damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw again at disadvantage. You barely hang on with your attack. I say barely hang on, that's wrong. You did do a 15. But you do feel like whatever time you have with Shadow Blade is cut in half. As it continues to seemingly absorb the magic that you're producing. It then turns around to strike at Aldane in a fury at what happened earlier.
I'm not shocked.
Dealing a... That is a 22.
22 will hit.
Dealing 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make a disadvantaged Constitution saving throw because of Shield of Faith.
Does 10 keep it?
Yep. But you do
Thank
feel
God.
like the time you had is cut short. Not that it's ended, but it's going to end probably quite soon.
This anti-magic bullshit is really annoying.
Seamus.
Well, if magic's not gonna work so well, time to group up and hit it till it dies.
Yeah, just go into the cartoon cloud of violence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would get, well, it's overwhelmed
You
at
have
this point, so I'd
advantage,
get
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
here's something I don't get to use too often.
Yeah, you can use indignation. That's a hit.
Ooh.
For some slashing damage. It is looking very critical. One more hit will probably kill it at this point.
Yay.
Aldane?
Alright. Do some more stabinating. That'll
As
hit.
you bring your sword, you look to the weaknesses that you put into its body, and also Dairon and Seamus and Feet, that all of you have done basically. And even with the anti-magic barrier, the seemingly stopping you from properly doing the hits you want to do, the sword revs and whirs like the chainsaw is supposed to be, and you just cleave right through the back of its head. As you raise your sword upwards, you split its head in twain, and it collapses to the ground in a pile of rubble, destroyed.
And so it falls betwixt us.
You can use the previous song I had earlier, Horizon. Milk. My thing's repeating on me. As it's destroyed, the magic that was protecting it or wrapping around it is vanishing. But any of your spells that any of you were concentrating on still seem to be reduced in time.
Oh,
hate
I let
this.
the Shadow Blade dissipate, so...
I hate this place.
Is everything here anti-magic? That's quite irritating.
I mean, we're in the temple of the person who seemingly created these barriers. I'm not surprised. Although I will say, as Turim does an intelligence check, and it only seemed to do that by the time it was halfway to death. That barrier didn't seem to appear for the first set of attacks we were doing.
No, didn't.
Because I was able to chuck fireballs earlier and nothing happened, and it was fine. The moment eventually when Seamus started to strike it with an Eldritch Blast, when the barrier appeared, it did nothing.
It knows
The only thing I don't know, which I don't honestly want to try, is to see the limitations of its barrier. Because I'm not
Yes.
sure if a level. I noticed with your smite, maybe it's because you did such a clean hit, that it still went through, but at a much reduced damage. But I wonder if higher level magics would ignore the barrier. But that's the thing, we'd be basically wasting magic to begin with to do that. For now, though, we should probably heal if any of you need to do that.
Yes.
Darren just kind of takes a seat.
Do you need
I'm gonna just do a
potions?
short rest real quick, or
I mean, you did have to fight earlier and you didn't rest after that, so yeah.
Short rest.
Alright.
Then.
Let's not do it next to the pile of rocks, though.
yeah, let's not. Let's scooch on over a little bit.
We don't want to go too far in, considering that Darren seemed to set off some kind of trap. So.
I mean, we can all be cautious together, can't we?
I'm content to just move back to the entrance, though.
Yeah, we can. I mean, as long as we're just not near this, we can move back to where we were.
Aldane's gonna pick up his javelins real quick first.
Yep. The javelins are basically stuck in the creature, so it's fine.
Mm.
But yeah, you collect your javelins and you sit down. So you're having a short rest, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Seamus, you know what that means? Song of
Say
Rest.
what now? Song of Rest? Oh, okay, yeah, I got my D6.
Imagine if the way to nerf Bard in 5th edition was to make it so Song of Rest could only be used with Bardic Inspiration.
That'd be very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But Bardic Inspiration is a better dice than Song of Rest.
Hmm.
So it'd actually buff Song of Rest.
Yep.
The only thing is, you regain Bardic Inspiration on a short rest, so would that even... Like, you would use Bardic Inspiration and then get it right back, or it would have to...
I would say it'd have to be one of those where you would leave the short rest with -1 Bardic Inspiration.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds too convoluted.
True, which is why they probably never considered that, or didn't want to do that anyway. Damn, that's a lot of hit dice.
I was down to 19, so.
Fair. I always forget your. Damn, that was a really. Imagine if you rolled that on like next.
Woohoo!
level.
Back to full in one go.
Why do you have such a big hit dice roll again?
I did multiple dice at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's neat. Didn't know you could do that.
Do any of you want to talk during this short rest?
Nah.
I see.
For once, Seamus is not in a talkative mood.
Thanks for the save, Felix.
You're welcome. I just wish it had worked better, but.
That's okay.
Is what
I mean,
it is.
You did significant damage to the thing. And hey, you got Darren away from being mauled on their own. At least it coming in meant that that we could all surround it and start hitting it better. To be fair, we're not in exactly friendly terrain. You know, we have to be a lot more cautious of, attacks that hit in an area. I can't really afford to start shooting lightning bolts if this is the kind of narrow passageways we have.
Yeah.
If I was an evocation wizard, it'd be fine because I could make people ignore the damage. But my chosen field is time magic. So, party, and this is the GM. Are you ready to continue?
Yes.
Yes.
How are you progressing? Because there are multiple passageways you can try. Do you go to the door that's next to Turim? Do you go for the other closest door that's not too far from Aldane? Do you do the empty passage, the doorless passageway? Do you go to the door on the eastern side of the room? Or do you go for any of the three near the stairs, including the stairs?
I say we go for the nearest one and work our way up.
Yes. Let's
Okay.
explore
So the
as
one by
best we
Turin.
can.
Does anyone want to move to the door, or are you just astral projecting through the door?
Are we doing this door down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take
I'm
a quick-
gonna walk over and do a quick, like, once over for traps.
Okay, give me an Term's going to help you investigation.
Okay.
There are no traps to be detected. This seems to be an ordinary door.
I'm gonna very slowly open the door.
Stealth? As you peer open through the door, let me manipulate some things. As you peer in, you see down this corridor here, and how far does this let you look actually? Oh, so that's basically to the end of the room. Okay. And you see, let me. As you look ahead and you see what looks to be some sort of obelisk that's broken, and some more lights. And you also see what looks like a right turn in the middle of this corridor as well.
I'm gonna walk a little. I'm just gonna inch forward a little, like when.
Oh, okay. Wait. Before you go too far. So you get up to here. And you see a giant spider feasting on a corpse.
Oh boy.
I'm
Love
gonna say
that.
I'm gonna say you can keep that roll, but you're stood right where it can see you. If it was to turn.
I'm just gonna stab it.
As you approach, you make a surprise attack.
Okay, is that with
Stabby
advantage?
stab.
Yes. That
22.
hits.
27.
You take isolation and you stab the spider right through its back, and it writhes on your blade before falling limp.
He's
Dead.
dead.
Cool. I'm gonna back off.
You notice the corpse looks like an orc from Sand Tusk.
Is there anything on there that I can take?
It's too eaten.
Okay, there's no paper. Okay.
You could, if you want to see what. The thing is, it's been heavily eaten.
Mhm.
So it's if you want to, like, look at a very badly mangled corpse.
I see. Okay. I think I'm okay.
Do you back away then?
Yes.
As you take a step back, you notice that the spider begins to almost shudder from where its webs would be. And you see several teeny tiny baby spiders are crawling from inside its body.
Felix, burn it with fire.
They're just
Oh,
crawling
fire!
and skittering in random directions.
Ooh.
Burn it now.
Would a firebolt get them all?
You'd get some, not all of them, because by the point you would walk in, they're already starting to, like, move away. Some are eating the body of its mother or father, you don't know,
Ew.
unless you want to sex the spider.
do not like any of this.
Pass.
I mean, I
Did
guess,
someone say sexy spider?
guess I'll
No.
firebolt the body and try and catch as many of them as I can.
Okay. It's an advantage because it's a still body. Yep, you hit it. You kill a significant portion of the spiders that are still near the corpse, but there's a few that are still moving away.
Do you really need me to kill all of them? Because I feel like it'll take a while to get all of them.
Are these spiders even dangerous?
Probably not.
Dyron, let's swap places a second. I want to check the spiders.
Tyron backs off very quickly.
Term's going to do a nature check on the spiders. Okay. Oh, I don't like these. These are. This is weird. Maybe it's because of mutations in the area, but these are supposed to be camel spiders.
Ooh.
Generally camel spiders, and they move their arms. They're about this big, so 6 inches.
Those are way too big to be camel spiders.
These are. This is. I guess these are like very baby camel spiders. We don't want these. A camel spider's bite can severely fuck someone up.
Mm-hmm.
And to that, Tarim actually begins to firebolt an area of spiders.
Kill it with
Me? I was right.
Tarim kills a very big number of spiders because of that.
I'll do the
Dyron?
same.
Dyron's just gonna stand back there and just let this happen.
Yeah.
You basically kill enough of the spiders that any more have probably gone inside like the walls or are hidden away.
Well, I guess it's Torrent's problem to deal with now.
I mean,
Do not want. Do not want.
by the time any of these spiders would even make it out of the temple and to a near settlement, they're probably going to die anyway. I just don't want these becoming a problem for us, is more why I was going to strike at some. It's fine though, Dyron, you don't have to be scared of the spiders anymore.
Thanks. Thank you.
Term's moving out. Come on now, you guys can take points.
Darren, do you want to move ahead?
There's a reason why I did an NPC token. I didn't want to do like a big spider to set anyone off.
Understandable.
I was going to get a realistic camel spider.
Please don't.
Please
don't
no.
do that.
That's why I'm saying I didn't do it. I didn't want to trigger phobias.
I'm not even scared of spiders. Like, that's not a phobia of mine.
Maybe Darren's just canonically afraid of spiders.
Honestly, that wouldn't.
This is Darren's
Maybe.
canon event.
Knew you were gonna reference those.
Darren got bit.
Daron
Yeah,
just moves
we
a little
talked
bit more
about
carefully
spi-
forward.
We talked about Spider-Verse yesterday. Of course, I'm going to cite that joke.
Yep.
So, do you move further inward? I will say, any attempts at stealth right now probably dropped because you're all probably talking at normal volume, I assume.
What?
And also, Darren was the only one stealthing that entire bit, so...
Yeah.
Term even says, if anything heard us up ahead, they probably already know we're here. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
As you look around, Dyron, let me manipulate the map. So you see this wall, and you see up ahead here.
I walk a little bit. I like peek around the corner there.
Oh, okay. So you... You begin to see a. Let me. 1 second. I have to do map things. No. Okay. So, you see a door.
Doors.
After having walked over this thing, this, like, tombstone. It's hard to tell what it is, but maybe it was from one of the sarcophagi?
Is it clear, Darren?
It looks clear. Okay, is it clear?
Haldane, why aren't you further up? Term says.
I'll come, but I'm not very stealthy.
Again, they probably already know we're here.
Yeah. Alright.
Felix did a thunder step that goes hundreds of feet.
You know what? That's fair.
Everything in this building probably knows we're here.
Alright, let's take a look down this passage. I'll be the guinea pig.
Seamus, chop chop.
Scared? Are all the spiders dead?
They're dead and or gone.
Well, I know that as Dylan, but Seamus is still paranoid about it.
So yeah, there's a door in front of you.
Can I
that's
just
a door-ass door.
I'm gonna try and pick the door, or check for traps, rather.
Go for it.
Okay.
Just assume you're having help.
Okay. Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not traps.
All right. I very slowly open the door.
As you do that, Tarim's gonna history the obelisk. Some of this information seems to depict a war at some point. With what looks like an elf. He actually gestures for Felix and Seamus to look while you two are doing the door. If you look here, you can see how this elf in particular here has a really prominent looking sword. Similar to Rua's weapon.
Moonblade.
Yes, that one. Thank you. But yeah, it I don't know. Maybe this pharaoh existed during the time of Hatayir, which would be thousands of years ago. Anyway. So, as you get the door open, do you look down, Daron? Again?
Sorry, one more time.
The door is open. Do you look
Okay.
down it?
Yep.
The door's open. Let's go. As you peek down, you see a bend, and you see another bend down the. So 2 ways you can go down.
Oh, it's like a maze. Fuck.
I'm gonna go to the left first.
As you look down, you see another door.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
What now?
I'm gonna go to the right and then look. Sometimes you just gotta do a quick survey.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you have a look down. Let me My God. So you see a dead end, or at least something that looks like a passageway further down.
Okay.
I'm willing to, out of character, I'm willing to wager that this right here is just a connecting passageway over here. Just a hunch.
It's actually a chamber that's much bigger on the inside.
True.
I'm gonna check that door for traps.
Investigate.
Am I still getting help?
You should be.
I'm just gonna go confirm that.
As you go to there, Felix, would you believe it? There's a door.
I am
Shocker.
shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Shocker.
It's like Dark Souls. Also, you see this. I forgot to show you. You see several boxes as well over here.
Cool.
Do you investigate the boxes?
Yeah. Why not?
You look at the boxes, and these seem to be supplies. These seem to be stuff that was taken from, like, adventurers and, like, people who would have passed through the country.
Is there anything worthwhile taking in there?
All of it seems to be quite musty. Some of it's like of different how do I describe it? Some of it appears to be of different kinds of like lengths of time. You know, some of it seems to be from weeks ago, seems a bit of only from like some of it seems to be months old. So you don't really it'd be hard to determine the quality or like the age of some of these supplies without really spending time to investigate them.
Right. We'll just leave it then.
Yeah, Dairon, as you check the door, that 24 is what you rolled, yes?
Yeah. It's 26, I think.
26, yeah. You, yeah, it's a door. There's no traps. You peek inside, yes?
Yep, I
Take
peek
a look
inside.
inside.
As you open the door, you see up to here, and copy.
I peek around the corner.
Yes, let me. You see another door up ahead.
But is it an open
Also,
door?
as you open the door, you look around and you see all this in the room. You see this like platform in the center of the room. You aren't sure what the platform does, but it looks like it's high enough where if you crouched, you would get some cover. You'd also be able to sit in it at the height that it's at, so...
I'm just gonna skirt the outside a little bit.
As you walk into the room, you see more of the room. And you see, would you believe it, Gen?
Another passageway?
Another door.
Shocking. I'm gonna take a guess and just assume that this is also not trapped and peek in.
As you open the door, yeah, it's not locked. And you see what looks like outside to where you were before, or at least the entrance, the main hall.
Cool. I'm gonna go around here and open that door and peek.
As you do the door, you see a passageway.
I start walking down and I tell the others to come follow.
Turim follows along.
Hildane also follows along.
I do ask Turn what he thinks of this like platform.
Turim is going to do a history check on this. It seems to be something that would have been placed here. Either maybe people would sit here during breaks, maybe they put objects on here. They point to the center. It seems to be there was a point where something would have been put on here, like an orb or something like spherical. Maybe this could have been something for another torch to light up the room. I don't know. Is anyone else following into the room?
Yeah.
Hildane will follow.
Yeah.
I mean, I should hope so. There's no reason for you to stay there. So now what, Dairon?
Another door.
I walk up here, take a peek.
As you reach to here, you see, there's just more room here.
Okay, Alright,
Move
I
further
walk
up.
up. Yep.
You see another bend, another crossroads.
And then I do a quick peek.
You do another quick peek, you look down there, and you see what appears to be
Shocking. I'm gonna go up.
a door. Just ignore this bit, just ignore this bit. You definitely don't know what's on the other side here.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't.
Further down, you see this. You see a very large sarcophagus for one.
I walk back and call for Turum.
Turim jogs over.
Found a mummy.
Not the good kind, I assume.
No, it's not yours or mine.
I mean, mine's a vampire, so...
Yeah, and mine's dead? Missing? Unclear.
We should look into that, if you want to.
We should, eventually.
There's magic for that.
Later. I think that's a later problem.
As Turim peeks over... Turim's going to do a nature roll. The only thing I can assume is maybe it's the mummy of a Goliath, or an orc, or a bugbear. You know, some of the more genetically larger races.
Do we know what the race of the pharaoh is supposed to be?
From what you can see, they look to be human.
Okay.
Or at least normal. They look like they have fleshy skin. They could be an elf, they could be... The problem is the color of the skin could indicate they are just a darker skinned person. This could mean they're a tiefling with just more normal skin pigmentation. They could be an elf, they could be a human. They could be anything like that. It's hard to really tell. It narrows down the options to some of the more normal shaped, in terms of real life normal shaped races. But that could be a range of things, so you still don't really know what you're expecting. Maybe the big bad is currently trancing and you don't know. Maybe they are resistant to fire. Maybe they have a lot of skills, you know, like, you don't know. I'm going to take a further look. And so Turim walks in.
I will join.
And you see all of the room. You see several embalmed corpses in the corner. Along with this mummy here as well. Felix, can you come over? Also, Aldane, I need someone proficient in medical science as well.
What do you need?
All right.
I need you both to determine with me the age of some of these corpses and any other things like that.
So
You
I
have a
assume that
wand
would
of
be a
detect-
medicine check.
Yes.
Hot damn!
Assuming from the
These-
roll that Turum made,
So,
I need to do
these-
nature.
So, before you do anything, it's fine. So, these have been here extremely long. Maybe it's because of the magics that are on this pyramid to begin with, but these seem like they've been here a lot longer than you would like to think. Felix, with your role, you can tell they've seemingly been, between the two of you can tell these corpses have been drained of whatever was keeping them alive, really.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is why
vampires.
The Pharaoh did mention about bringing these people to chambers to do something with them, right? The only thing I can surmise is perhaps maybe these people were some of those, and then they were experimented on.
Perhaps.
I remember seeing that vision of the lady who was dying because she was drained like a husk. One of the Pharaoh's harem. So maybe the Pharaoh's been draining the life energy from people to fuel his magics.
Possible.
Distinctly so, yes.
Maybe that's how, because this magic absorbing barrier isn't anything like I know of. That's not to say that it shouldn't exist. I mean, wizards can create spells whenever. It's just normally that takes a lot of power, experience, resources, or any combination of that. So I guess this must have been.
I didn't do it.
I guess you could say perhaps this was the resources they were using. Which, admittedly, isn't too dissimilar from what Black Crane is currently doing, from what rumors I hear. Between their hydropower and the power of human sacrifice, it's almost like history is just a recurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm not checking those corpses any further.
Fair.
Probably for the best.
I will say, as Term looks over to that sarcophagus and does an investigation check, that's recently being used.
Fun times.
And as Term actually does walk over,
Oh no.
there's deep gash marks in this. Like claw gash marks. You know, like a bone claw.
Right.
For every, at minimum, hour we spend in here, every time we kill the bone claw, is another random chance for it to keep coming back. We're in the territory of its master. We are right near a potentially constantly respawning bone claw.
Yeah, no, this isn't good.
Anyway, let's pass through whatever could be on the other side of that door, because I have no clue. You know, this...
Can we take a break real quick here?
Sure. I actually forgot. I didn't realize the time. Yeah. As you are about to enter the door, we can take a pause for now.
Excellent.
I'm gonna check Twitter.
Gonna check the X.
Yeah, I'm checking the Twitter. If Musk is gonna dead name his child, I'm gonna dead name his app.
I mean, hey, I just haven't updated the app on my phone since like you took over.
I did it recently, actually. I forgot I did a mass update of apps, so now I've lost my bird, and now it is an X.
No, I don't even have views on because I just like sent the upgrades back to one before that, and then just haven't touched it since. Or haven't touched the upgrade since. So. So yeah, I still get to retweet things, which is quite nice.
Yeah, you don't have to repost them.
Yeah. Just so dumb. Like, what? Why would you remove your brand's branding?
Because Musk wanted to turn PayPal into X and got kicked off the boards. And, because he's really obsessed with that letter because he's still a 15-year-old. That's why he reposts shitty anime memes and simps over women and is an incel. Like, he's been immature. Even I believe there was a story of his dad saying how his son was a bit of a dick when he was younger because, his dad was like, yeah, my son was bad as a kid,
And didn't he,
But-
chuck somebody down the stairs?
Yeah.
I don't know. God, everyone's playing fucking Drow in Baldur's Gate.
Sorry.
It's not. I mean, I'm playing Drow as well.
I actually am doing a Dragonborn.
Are you playing the Dark Urge?
No.
Oh, you're just doing Dragonborn. I
Yeah.
see. Damn. If I was gonna do Dark Urge, I actually would just keep it as Dragonborn.
By the way, check memes.
In where? My Discord or?
Yeah, this
Okay.
Ataï's server.
Yeah. Oh god. But yeah, I'm currently getting my ass kicked by Baldur's Gate in terms of it being extremely addictive.
It's good.
My only problem is I really feel like it's finicky when you click on something, don't want to click on the thing, and then how do I describe it? And then you still do the thing, or
Yes,
you're trying
I know
to not.
exactly what you're talking about.
I've had to reload my save because of things like that several times. Oh no! Oh my god! I found the second mod I want for Baldur's Gate. You can have the loss symbol in the form of scars on one of the characters' backs.
Oh no.
Wait, one more time?
You know the loss meme?
Yeah?
You can have the lines that make up the meme format on one of the characters' backs.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Also, it's kind of crazy that Baldur's Gate has got a higher Metacritic score than Tears of the Kingdom, with not even 10% of the number of reviews on Metacritic anyway.
The
So,
same number of reviews?
So
or...
Baldur's Gate's a 97 on Metacritic with only 21 views. Tears of the Kingdom is a 96 with 140 plus reviews. Meanwhile, Overwatch is overwhelmingly negative on Steam. Sorry, Overwatch 2. I mean Overwatch 1.2. Oh yeah. Oh god. So much news.
But yeah, I will say I'm like just past like the second main area now.
I'm not in Act. I'm still in Act 1.
Oh no, I am too.
Um,
I'm just not out of. I'm just past the first main area.
I dealt with Emerald Grove, like I said. I had the whole like camp party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do everything before the game because I went to a place. The game was like, oh, the story's going to start progressing, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm dealing with everything else. So I'm like a little bit into dealing with Ethel.
Mm-hmm.
I had to quit so I could do the campaign. And guess what? I'm probably going to be doing it immediately afterwards.
Hey, honestly, not a bad time.
I'm going to be I played a D&D video game, continue my D&D campaign, and now I'm going to go back to it. To be honest, though, like I was saying to like earlier about how it's giving me ideas
Mm-hmm.
for the campaign, but it's actually not.
Yeah, it's like giving me
It's
ideas, but it's also like
For me, if anything, it's giving more of an idea how to portray characters, and it's also reminded me, yeah, I have no warlocks in my campaign.
I love a good warlock.
I mean, for me, it's one of them where, like, with a lot of how my setting is constructed, warlocks don't really have a place much because, like, a lot of the unholy beings or evil beings that would be having these packs have probably already been killed or are in hiding because they don't want to be out in the open.
Right, and I mean, you could theoretically do like a Fey Port Warlock or
I
like
mean,
something from Beyond the Pale, but like
there
even
is
then,
there is Fae. It's just that like a lot of the most notable Fae just aren't really active right now, especially because of the state of the world. You know, between the Dracolich pieces, between the Cult of the Tarask, Fae being in the Prime isn't really the in thing right now. There was the Fae market you missed, but that's its own thing. It's also one of them. Akrara and the wild cards killed a number of like potential pact makers. You know, the gods have kind of made a pact with you guys, which is why all of you would be allowed to access Warlock as a class. You would just have to do the pact through them if you were to, in that case anyway. It's not said that you couldn't make pacts with other beings. It's just that the four gods of the East are like your immediate in to Warlockhood.
Yeah.
And as it stands right now, only two of you anyway could become a Warlock because you actually have the requisite charisma. But yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of things that I've kind of been like, oh, I wish I didn't forget this. You know, there's entire races where I'm like, oh, I wish this was more relevant. But I also I also have learned to not care. I can't feasibly fit everything into my campaign.
right?
Like the biggest regret I have is giants not being more relevant. But I've learned how to work around that anyway. And I've come up with things to do with that.
I love the concept of the ordning.
Yes, I agree. Okay. Are we all here, by the way, still?
I am.
I'm not saying to end the break. I mean, we can still keep going a bit longer.
Jack, are you here? Gonna take that as a no then.
Dylan, are you here? Okay. But, God. Phones. Fucking God, they're all so obnoxious on here. What was I gonna say?
Well, on the plus side, admittedly I haven't been streaming, but I don't seem to have had as many issues with my disc so far, so fingers crossed. Oh, and right at the start of the session, Fuzzy did actually get back to me, so I'm now in again. Well, I say start of the session, it was like 20-30 minutes in, but yes.
There must have been a bike show on. Because there's like so many bikes on the road today.
What web browsers do you all use?
Chrome and Edge, depending on what I need.
Right.
Chrome, Edge, or Firefox, depending.
I know Jack uses Firefox as well.
People are trying to get me into using Opera. Hey, Dylan.
Yo yo.
Stop trying to make Opera a thing. Jeez.
Opera is bad even compared to Internet Explorer.
But Moist Critical said it's good. It's his favorite browser ever. In the ad. Because why wouldn't he if it was in the ad?
Who did this?
There's currently YouTube ads of Critical saying how much he likes Opera GX in his typical monotone voice.
Who is this?
Moist Critical?
He's a streamer.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy from the "Woo, yeah, baby" meme.
Woo!
If you've ever heard that.
Nope.
He's this like commentary YouTuber who reacts to drama, or just reacts, but he generally doesn't have much interesting to offer to the conversation. But
That's probably why I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
he's still it's only like the current XQC drama where he is reacting to stuff, getting loads of views and money, and stealing that attention away from the actual creators of stuff.
I wonder if he's reacted to the TFS drama.
Critical?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. And that whole stuff's fucking stupid anyway. It's one VTuber who's wanting clout, and they're not getting the clout they wanted.
One VTuber and one potential stalker as well.
True. I'm glad to see the conversations coming back about Kerber for not being good. Chris Niosi anyway.
Yeah.
Being a terrible person.
Because like I saw somebody say
I-
the reason they did this was to remind people that Neosi and the other guy bad people because they're apparently trying
I
to
never
get
heard
that.
about this other guy.
Yeah, neither have I, but apparently they're trying to, rehabilitate their image.
I mean, Neosi posted a thing like a couple of years ago about that, and I remember like a bunch of voice actors even like, saying they hope he's,
mm,
like welcoming him back. But it's like, well, I mean, I hope he at least apologized to the people, he abused.
mm. Well,
But it's not so easy to come back from what he did.
apparently he didn't, which is the point.
It's
So, but
well, the thing is, people do shit like that, and they're still allowed to continue. I
Yeah.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, apparently the reason why that whole call out thing was posted was to like restart the conversation on Neosi
Like,
and the other guy, and it's just like,
I'm
well,
sure
couldn't you
I'm-
reposted the original document instead of?
like I know Neosi, I believe, reprised his role as Reigen in Mob Psycho Season 3.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
but I mean the point is reading Kaiser's response. Apparently they did believe his whole apology thing, and then found out that he wasn't actually any better, and that's when they said, all right, we're dropping you.
That's the thing. It's one of them. I'm all for giving people chances. It's one of them. Like it's tricky with stuff like that, especially when you're not the person who's there to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give forgiveness when nothing was done to you. It's that whole kind of conversation such a minefield anyway.
But yeah, the whole Shady Vox stuff is.
I didn't even know they did bad stuff.
Yeah,
either.
no, neither did I.
Mm.
It's been an eye opener
Yeah.
for sure, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad to learn about the Shady Vox stuff, but I wish it could have,
I feel awful for Martin.
Oh,
most of all,
absolutely, absolutely.
'cause he's he's lost his cat, and
Yeah.
he's not.
He's
even
just
allowed
going
to-
through it right now.
It's not only that, but he's also had to like outwardly say why he doesn't really want to do a job that I know he clearly likes doing.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Voice acting?
Yeah. Because, like, I believe he doesn't do official stuff anymore, because, like, him being an abridger is seen as bad to some directors and, like, companies.
Well, there's that, and there's the fact that
Like, I know Octopimp, or Alex, I think he's actually called, like, has said similar stuff as well.
But yeah, Neosi apparently basically emotionally blackmailed him into tried to emotionally
Tome,
blackmail him
yeah.
into doing the Tome game. And
Mhm.
when Martin asked, people in the voice acting scene, they basically said, you should still do it, it's just a job, when the reason Martin didn't want to do it was because he didn't want to work with Shady again. So, I think the fact that the industry, that Martin knew didn't seem to care about him being comfortable really turned him against it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, very fair.
But yeah, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
It really isn't.
But yeah, I think everyone's back now, so...
Are you ready to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, are you
Mhm.
back?
Yep.
Okay,
He
cool.
said he was back earlier, right? So, replaying the music. So, you've seen that the bone claws potentially respawned. You're approaching the door to lead you back to the main entrance. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, move into positions, fellas.
Yep.
As you open the door, Dyron Gale, you find yourself out into the main entrance hall. You see the stairs to in front of you, and you also see these stairs going down.
Going down a mill and timber.
Let's check the doors on the other side of this passageway before we move up or down.
Do you look down the stairs, Dairon?
Yep.
Move over.
Give you a stealth.
It's up to you. As you make your way over, you peek down. Move over then. Are you
One more
moving
time?
over?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, as you look down, you see what appears to be more stairs leading down. The angle you're at, it's really hard to tell what you're looking at, but I can peel back it further, and you see what looks to be, like something of a room. It's hard to really tell. You'd have to move in closer.
Let's finish clearing this floor first.
Wait, what's this way?
Leading up.
And this is leading down.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go up.
As you reach there, you see the black abyss of what would look like another one of those memory
Found a memory
passageways.
portal. I say like I found the portal.
Do we want to go straight down it or keep investigating?
I mean, we've already learned from what I checked from the obelisks that apparently this being has been alive for thousands of years and dealt with Hatayir themselves, potentially. So there might be some sort of information on, you know, how this pharaoh seemingly passed away. Or maybe if they did anything to Hatayir themselves, you know, it could be a lot of historical significance. They also mentioned an orb in that memory thing we experienced. It might be something we should keep an eye out for. But time is also of the essence.
I think we should probably get her. Oh, sorry, excuse me. We should probably make our way.
Make our way where?
Make our way through the door. We only have so much.
What does the party think about that?
Vroom vroom.
So you're in favour of you agree with Dairon? So
I still think we should clear the rest of the rooms in this floor first.
So you're not agreeing with Dairon then?
No.
So one person wants to go ahead, one person wants to explore. Turim's also seeming in favour of exploring. Aldane, Felix.
I'd like to go ahead.
Aldane, you're the tiebreaker.
I'd like to continue exploring this floor before we go ahead.
Okay. So, the group has decided. So, we're next then, Turim says.
I let the others lead the way then, because I don't know where the rest of the floor is. I thought we already hit all the rest of the floor.
There's these two doors here. 1 second. I'm gonna have to refresh because Roll20's fucking dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let me drag Turim's token. It's dragging the map. But not.
Ouch.
It's not moving the map. It's dragging like my. It's like having me scroll along the map and move around the map.
Hmm.
That's annoying.
It's fixed it itself. I'm just gonna have to reopen Turim's character page. Okay. So you're investigating that. Are you investigating or are you just opening it?
I'm investigating.
Okay. You have advantage. You actually notice there's a trap in this one. It seems to be that the door handle is charged with a lightning glyph.
A lightning glyph.
Turim looks at it and uses Arcana. It seems to be if you were to touch the handle straight up and open it, it would probably blast you with electricity.
I don't
can
know if
use-
I'm.
We can use Mage Hand.
I will back away.
Okay, move away then.
Mage
Right.
hand, anyone?
If anyone's in
Mm.
position, who's got Mage Hand?
I do not.
Wait, this...
Oh, I think I have Mage Hand. Let me double check.
I
Do it.
opened up the wrong sheet. Let me see.
I do
Turim
have
has
Mage
Mage.
Hand.
Okay, yeah, are you Mage Handing?
I will Mage Hand.
Okay. As you Mage Hand the door open, the hand is immediately dissipated with a blast of electricity. Dairon. And Seamus. Give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, great. I didn't stand far enough away. Fuck my life.
You're both
Okay.
within
Let's
10
have-
feet, so you get +4.
You also pass. Seamus, you hide behind the pillar
Yeah,
because it actually did provide you cover.
yeah.
Dairon just dodges it because they also have evasion.
Hello.
You then see a scorch mark in the handle of the door, where the glyph was basically wrapped around it. And Turim then mage hands the door open, gently pushing it before dissipating the hand.
Sorry.
All right then, let's press on. Oh,
Onward march then.
who's leading?
Not me.
I will choose to not.
Put the tank in front.
Aldane.
Yeah, I'll go.
As you open the door and look through, let me move the map for you. You see, you see a bend.
Just around the river bend.
Do you move down?
Yes, I'll move. But I will just move here and look around the corner first.
You see 2 more bends.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. Peeking around the
As
corner.
you peek round here, Aldane, what if I told you?
I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna take a look to the left first before I do.
Jesus.
You're having a lot of fun with this, I can tell.
I didn't even make this map. This was just this person at the bottom right corner Watermark did for free on Patreon.
Wow.
It just so
Anyways,
happens to me that my dungeon design also happens to line up with this person.
I'm gonna go to the right and take a look around the corner again.
As you approach there, let me delete that. You see a door.
How quaint.
Felix, as you go around here, let me delete that. You see this room that seems to be quite deep and large inside.
That's what she said.
I mean, I didn't want to make the comment that she's as like, like your mother, but Darren, are you moving in?
Darren, do you
So-
want to come with me?
Yes.
Doesn't want to be near the half L. Felix, okay. You look into the room and you see two Sphinx statues in the room with a door.
Probably investigate those. And also the door ahead of us.
Turum, we
So
have more
true.
statues.
I didn't even fucking study Baholan history. Even when I was still at school, I didn't. Swap places with me. I'm moving you out of character for the sake of Turum being able to go here.
That's fine.
From what I can see from here, these seem to just be statues. Unless we were to use detect magic or investigate up close to see if they're mechanisms of any kind. Although if they were, Dyron already being so deep into the room would have probably set them off, so I don't know. This might also be a signifier of the room being of some importance. Versus Aldane's unceremonious corridor. Is that it? Trevor
Mm.
squeezes past and hangs out here.
I'm gonna just look at this door here.
As you look at the door, it's a well-crafted door. One of the doors of all time, in fact. Do you investigate it?
Yes.
Okay. What's Aldane doing while Dyron is mucking about?
I asked Term if he can take a look at this door right here. See if it's booby-trapped.
They will go over.
Sorry, they.
It's fine.
I'm
I
so
know.
tired.
It's fine. I know. They will investigate it, although they do admit I don't have experience with traps.
It's fine.
This seems to be just locked. So
Hmm.
we'd need to pick it, which I don't have that expertise.
Nor
If
do
I
I.
had the knock, if I had the knock spell, sure, but I don't. So
Well, let's see if Seamus has a knock spell. Otherwise, we'll ask Dyron and see
or
if
we
they can
could
do
just
it.
or we could just pick the lock. So Dyron, as you investigate, this door is locked.
It's locked, you say.
Yes.
Interesting.
Can my mage hand pick locks?
No.
No.
Wait, my door or Aldane's door?
Both.
Both of them.
I will pick my door first, and then
Yeah, I mean it'd be silly to go all the way out there just to do that one.
Yep.
Yep. So give me a thieves' tools.
okay.
It doesn't open.
Great. Okay.
13 isn't good enough.
Can I investigate the statues?
Yeah?
See if there's some kind of mechanism to open the door.
Mm-hmm. And go closer. As you investigate the statues and look at them up close, one of them turns their head to look at you. Like, you actually hear the sound of stones grinding as the one to the north of the room, this long sphinx statue, actually just makes eye contact with you.
Hi.
And you hear a voice speak. Identification. Query. Identification. Who are you?
Felix, a painter?
No, a deer, a female deer.
Hooray! A spot of golden sun.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
The pharaoh has not requested a painter.
Could you ask the pharaoh if he needs a painter?
It is not my place to ask the pharaoh. You would need to find someone who can then speak to the pharaoh on your behalf. The statue then turns its head into its position where it was before, and seemingly sets back in place, as if there's no more conversation to be had.
I feel like that was rude, but I can't quite tell.
Now what? What next?
Darren, got any ideas?
Let's check the other door. Maybe Turum has an idea
Right.
that I can't. That's not immediately coming to mind.
What do you need me for? As you guys enter this corridor
Felix,
way.
could you tell him I'm gonna try and open this door?
So, one of the Sphinx statues talked and it asked for identification.
And
it
what
seems
did
to
you
be-
say?
I said that I was a painter, and it said that the pharaoh hadn't asked for a painter.
Well, yeah. And then?
That I would need to. I said, could you ask the pharaoh if he needs a painter? It said it's not its place, and I would need to find somebody who could talk
Why
to the
didn't you
pharaoh.
lie to the statue? You could have
Because-
told it that you were someone who was important.
Look, I'm not a very good liar, and I didn't really want to get chomped by a Sphinx statue.
Durham just deeply sighs as Dairon picks the lock on the door with ease.
Hey, one of y'all could do it. You know, it doesn't.
Hey,
have
Seamus,
to
why
be
don't you
me.
take a crack? You're good at lying.
I
Is
guess
he?
I could give it a try. Well, my deception's not bad.
As you look into the room, you see this room with one single lit candle in a room that has nothing but candles inside. You see that
Oh my
the floor
god!
is
It's the closet for the set for Phantom of the Opera.
you see what looks like melted candle wax along the floor. You aren't really sure what this room is used for, unless you might have an idea. Again,
Sorry, what?
did you hear anything what I just said?
Candles in the room, but other than that,
Yeah.
should I try to roll like a religion check?
Yes.
I don't know.
You have no clue.
May I try?
Yeah, sure. I mean, none of you are skilled in religion, even the paladin, who is religious.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Nope.
you have even less of an idea of Dairon. This isn't you. This isn't something you're used to based on your upbringing of religion from Cordis.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a Paholan custom. So that was a dead end. Now we're going to pass through the sphinxes, or are we going to try the only other door
Hmm.
that we know?
Let's try the other door first, then the sphinxes.
Okay.
Sorry to make you pick so many locks, Dairon.
That's fine.
That's why Dairon's here, right?
That's my skill set.
We need someone good at skullduggery.
Mm-hmm. It's not exactly pleasant, but
I mean, this is what I did for like 10 years, so.
You, Felix, Seamus, what are you two doing?
I think I'll wait to talk to the sphinxes, so I'll just follow the boys.
Felix? Yep. Okay. Give me an investigation check if you want to see if this is locked. You have advantage.
Oh, I thought I.
You pick that lock open with ease. Again, just like before. You
Door's
see a
open.
very long corridor.
Thoughts?
I mean, we can go further in and see what's going on, right?
Yep.
mm-hmm. You want me to go first? Or do you want to go first?
Why don't you go in first?
Alright.
As you make your way over there, you already begin to hear noises.
You're not like this.
No. I look around the corner.
So I'm gonna say, unless are you doing stealthily or are you just?
I will
like,
try to be stealthy.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage because of my armor, though.
Yep. Not a bad roll. It's still not good, but
No, it's far from how bad it could be.
so you look into the room. And this is what you see. You see a big gold sarcophagus in the room,
Fun stuff.
and what looks like a mummy's corpse. It's hard to see though from this angle, so
Alright. There's a bunch of outlets or inlets or alcoves or something deeper in. Can't make out what's in them. There's also sarcophagus at the end of the room.
do you get any? Does anyone go deeper in?
I go in.
So as you get to where, before you do that,
Okay.
as you get to where Aldane is, you begin to hear munching.
No.
But unlike the spider, this sounds more like a person eating.
Do you hear that, or is that just me?
Aldane, you're going to need to use perception to hear this.
Alright, I will roll the perception check. Nice.
You also hear the munching as you train your ears. Whatever it is sounds very voracious, though. Like the motherfuckers in there are munching.
I don't
They are
like
having
it.
a munch and a crunch.
But are they captains of the
No.
crunch?
No.
No, how dare you?
Hmm.
Captain Cornelius Crunch.
Boy, oh boy. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I do not like the sound of that.
I will. Can I like try to peek around?
If you want to swap places, Valdane, sure.
I'm gonna. Aldane swap with me. I'll take a quick look.
All right.
As you look down and you have a better view of things, you do see down here to the side where you would see a sarcophagus and a mummy's body is rolled out and been chewed on a little bit.
Can I tell by what?
Not from here. You'd have to be closer to see the kind of bite marks.
Concerning, but okay. Who's willing to play? Who's willing to have some fun with me?
I'll go on in as well.
As you're talking, Darren, you begin to hear the sound of as you get to there, then you hear the munching quietening down. Are you sneaking or?
I'm sneaking in, but
Yeah,
I feel like
give
that's
me a
just gonna
stealth.
end the minute Aldane steps into the room. But
True. I mean, depends. Aldane might get a crit.
Not chancing it. One of you guys goes in first because I cannot do it without alerting everything in there.
So I'm going to say you're allowed to get up to here if you want to start looking around. You can keep or have a gander. Oh, okay. So yeah, so you're up to here. Felix has the better angle. So Darren, yeah, you can see that the sarcophagus has been tipped up, and yeah, you still can't really see the bite marks. But Felix,
Is it just me, or does that sarcophagus kind of look like a dick?
yeah,
It does indeed look like a dick.
Kind
It
of.
is. It is rather phallic. Your blood runs cold,
Sting.
Felix. Maybe, I don't know. You recognize this thing, though, that's eating away. As you see into here, a creature biting down in the contents of the sarcophagus. A large, gaping mouth. Opening and biting down.
It's a Demogorgon.
If only.
This being with big, webbed hands, emaciated features, and these grey, soulless eyes.
Pisces?
And its face is just caked in blood as it hasn't noticed your presence, but you do recognize this to be one of the Sorrow Sworn. What do you do?
Darren, do you want to take a shot at it?
Darren would need to swap places with you. Darren actually can't see it from this angle.
Oh, there's a Saurus one there, Darren. Do you want to take a shot at it?
Baron nods, and I swap places, and I take aim.
Oh. Yeah, you can aim and fire.
Thank God.
Yep, roll damage.
20. Somehow one of my worst rolls.
If 20 is one of your worst rolls, that's unfair, man. Why can't I get damaged?
I mean, you're not a DPS, you're a supporter.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, Bard is the red mage of the game.
I am really good at single target.
The thing is, if aim wasn't in the game, rogues would have a much harder time of getting sneak attack.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that wizards made a mistake implementing aim, but I'm willing to keep it in.
I mean, we can have a discussion about that if you're...
I'm fine with. I mean, hey, if we move to Pathfinder, then there'll be a whole different skill set to work around.
Right.
And we'll have to talk Felix about making. We'll have to talk about Felix being a legitimate class. Because I don't. I'm going to be honest. Unless you can find a Pathfinder Painter class that goes from level 1 to 20, you're going to have to be a legitimate class.
Nope, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
We can rework the framing of the class to be about painting, but it will have to be a genuine class. Let me see. Nope. This isn't what I wanted. Let me find it. Here we are. Here's the combat music mill. As you strike it, it screams really loud to the point where you begin to hear footsteps and you see this fella walking out.
Great. Now there are two of them.
And it looks to you and screams loudly. I'm also going to get rid of the map here because
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
as initiative time.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
I'm copying and pasting the Sorrow Sworn purely for the sake of for the sake of initiative.
Actually got a good initiative roll.
So there's only 2 of the Sorrow Sworn, but you know. No, Tarim has a roll. One thing I will say that I like about the turn order being changed is that the turn order sorting is much more better. But it's Turim's turn, and Turim runs in and immediately sees the Sorrow Sworn and does what they do best.
So anyways, I started blasting.
25 damage. As this gaping creature screams in pain at what has just been done to it. For 25 damage. Damn. Yep. That is Turim's turn. Aldane.
Aldane is going to move here. And let's check the distance on that. Oh, that was here.
You wouldn't do it like that because you can't run through walls.
I know.
Don't forget,
So
if you do
25 feet.
If you do the ruler while still holding it and press Q, you can like do the ruler at points. So like.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was 25. So I'm just gonna stay there and prepare an action.
What are you doing?
Swinging outrage.
If any of them get nearby.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Dairon, what do you do?
I'm gonna aim and fire at the one I hit already.
Hmm. Okay. You
Sorry, I didn't.
roll 20's stupid like that. You can still use the attack. The what you got, so the 19.
That was the
The
shocking
damage.
grasp.
Oh,
So don't take
that
that.
says piercing.
It's supposed to be lightning.
Roll 20's fucking dumb. Whatever.
It's
Isn't
fine,
it still a 1d8 anyway?
Oh, shocking grasp was supposed to be. I must have. I clicked the wrong thing. It's fine. 27.
Yeah, 27, and that 19 still applies
Okay, that's fine.
because that's the damage roll anyway for a longbow, crossbow. So you're hitting the one you've already struck.
Yep.
As you strike it, and this time you strike like inside its mouth, tearing some of the webbing for its cheeks, it just screams out, "I need food!" And it just begins to scream like really loud. Seamus, you begin to hear this screaming and moaning. If you just wanted to
Great.
stay outside and wait for this to pass, I would honestly respect that.
No, Seamus is like, oh great, what'd you guys get into this time?
He
Gets
walks
here.
in. What the fuck?
Oh fuck.
It's the name of the guy with the pizza in the burning apartment.
Oh, Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Is that in sight, or do I have to get closer?
You can't see him.
Okay, but I can see this
You can-
motherfucker, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can see that handsome fella.
I'm gonna blast him.
But bling. Oh.
I didn't do it.
Shit, I just committed murder. Does that hit?
hits. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So what happens is you shoot inside its gaping mouth, and it eats the eldritch blasts, and then you just hear it as it starts coughing up like smoke and blood.
There's a
So
little
it ba-
snack for you.
So it basically ate the blast and they blew up inside it. These hungry boys begin to run forward.
Oh wait, I was gonna use Bardic Inspiration real quick.
Oh, on who?
I'll use it on Felix.
Felix, you are now bardically inspired.
Because
Wonderful.
Felix can use Painter's Inspiration on someone else. If he wants to.
These hungry boys begin to move in, and this one moves into range, Aldane.
Stabby time.
Yep.
Yoist.
Hits
Damn it.
for 7 damage. That was... Yep. You did a good amount of damage there.
Mhm.
And that's your held action done. So this fella's gonna chomp on you. For a plus that much. 23
That'll hit.
for how much damage? That is a... So you take, how much? You take 6 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And I need you
Ooh.
to give me a Constitution saving throw for Darren's Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's still going, huh?
At this point, it's like waning.
Probably got just a minute or so left.
At best, yeah. It also then reaches out and tries to scratch at you with one of its claws. That is a 21. Aldane.
21. Well, that matches my armor class, so that hits.
So you take 17 slashing damage, and
Good
you
lord.
are now grappled as it holds on for dear life. The second one runs over and goes to bite at Dairon.
Hungry, hungry hippo.
That is a 19.
That doesn't hit.
Actually, Aldane, you need to roll Constitution saving throw for the bite, for the claw as well. Yeah, you hold. Yes, that doesn't hit. Then it goes to claw at you. For a miss. That's a bad miss as well for it. Felix, you are in melee with these fellas.
Disengage.
Oh, with one of them anyway.
Disengage.
Oh, based. Okay then.
I'll give Painter's Inspiration to Darren.
I will say, because you fought this enough times, its arms are actually really far-reaching.
So
As in, you are still not out of its melee range.
Oh, wonderful.
You're disengaged, but there you go.
Then I will give Painter's Inspiration to Darren before I get away.
Sure.
That's my turn.
So, you see the sarcophagus in the distance, all of you begin to shake. And you see the lid be forced open, and you see a hand and a creature lift from it. And you see this mummy decked out in some very nice bling. And it looks to you guys and says, "Not you again."
Hello.
Hello.
You recognize this mummy as the one that you fought earlier.
Hello there.
It must really be happy to see us.
So its turn doesn't start until after the Sorrow Sworn.
Hello
But
there.
Turim looks and just like, oh, fucking hell. And so Turim looks to you, Aldane, and just says, "Make haste." Literally. Aldane.
Will do. I will stab the one that is grappling me first.
Yep. You have 4 attacks. Does not hit.
Damn.
Not 4 attacks, 3 attacks. I'm thinking of Action Surge. Does
Fuck.
not hit.
Wait, didn't I get inspiration?
No, I
No.
give it to Darren.
Alright. Fuck!
Do you not have proper inspiration?
I thought I got inspiration from Dylan.
I mean
From
actual
Seamus.
inspiration. Because you should have that dragon tagged at the top corner, where it's like where you put inspiration on. You know this one, if you're looking at the
Yeah.
sheet? But it's
Yeah, I don't
not.
have that.
Well, okay, you don't hit anything.
Oh, that's annoying. Alright.
Dairon,
I'm
you
gonna do
are-
bonus. Oh, wait, no,
Oh,
no
sorry.
bonus actions. Actually, yes, bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to, Can I cure wounds on myself? Or
No,
lay on
not
hands?
as a bonus action. I'll lay on
Fine.
hands. Those are actual actions.
I'm gonna drink a healing potion then.
Okay. It's a bit hard because you're being wrapped around by this creature, but as you heal, roll to heal.
That's 1d4 plus 4, right? Or 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Slash roll 2d4 plus 2. God damn it.
As you drink the potion, you begin to see the Sorrowsworn's eyes, both of them begin to glow.
The fuck?
And they look even more intense and aggressive than before.
What's with these bastards?
Dairon,
Yes.
what do you do?
I put the crossbow away and strike with. Does it look like the Starsworn have metal on them?
No.
Okay. Isolation.
Okay.
16.
Does not hit.
Okay.
But you only need to roll a 1 on the inspiration to hit.
Okay, I will do that. So.
Oh no, sorry. No. No, I'm stupid. That hits. That does hit.
Oh, okay.
So their AC is either 15 or 16.
It's 16.
Okay.
26.
Oh, 26 is a good number. You do a big amount of damage to that one, and it is screeching in pain. That's your turn, correct?
It is my turn, yes.
Seamus.
My turn. I'm gonna blast this one. Or can I see this one at this point, or is it still in like partial cover?
You don't really have a good angle. It's partially covered.
Alright, then I'm definitely gonna hit this one.
Yep. You know, again, that's something that I hate about Baldur's Gate. That your party can't move through each other in combat. The amount of times I have to fucking jump because Will and Gale or any of them are like in the way.
Yes.
Oh, that one
It's-
was an 8.
I really hate that. I wish that was actually patched out.
It is one of the worst things, but it is something.
So I did a total of 12 damage to the Sarosworn.
Yep, good damage.
That's
It
a lot
does
of
not like
damage.
that. So, the Hungry. Aldane, you notice that the one you're engaging with, its mouth begins to open even wider than before, as if to catch you in its maw.
What the hell?
As it has advantage.
Ugh.
That is a 22.
God damn it. Yeah, it hits.
Even with haste?
Oh, does haste boost my armor class?
+2.
Oh, that doesn't hit then.
As it, like, in Tom and Jerry, when, like, Tom gnashes his teeth together and cracks them apart, it's almost like that. As it misses. And yep. So the one that's engaging with Dairon, because it didn't hit you, did it, with its claws? No. It has advantage on you though. It needed it because it rolled a nat 1 on the first roll. It gets a 25 to hit. You take... So this is the total damage. So you take 8 piercing damage. And I'm going to make this a public roll. As you take this much in necrotic damage. Wait, is that? There's an extra. So you take that. And that. All in necrotic damage.
Ow.
So 8 plus 15 plus 9. Yeah. Again,
Yeah, sorry.
did you hear any of that?
Not recently, no. Sorry, I zoned out.
So you take 15 plus 9 necrotic damage
Okay.
and 8 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have the first one.
It's all one hit.
Okay, I'm gonna have all of that. So 15. I'm gonna have that hit.
Yeah.
Ow.
And now it gets to do its claws. That barely misses you. As now it's the Mummy Lord's turn. I will say, as their turn ends, the intensity they're exhibiting seems to be gone.
One more time.
So the intensity they were exhibiting earlier, the mummy,
Yeah.
the Sorrow Sworn, seems to be gone. They seem to have almost calmed down.
Okay.
I need to check some things. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, you actually hear the mummy begin to mumble under its breath. Dairon, because of your perception, you hear it mumble something about it being awake too early.
The mummy's awake too early?
Apparently so.
Interesting.
As it casts Scorching Ray at level 4, which means it has 5 rays to shoot. 2 are going to strike at Aldane, or attempts to strike would be the more accurate term. That is a... That misses. That also misses. Then 2 strike at you, Dairon. That hits.
Okay.
For how much does it hit for? Is the question. You take 5 fire damage. And the second attack hits for 4 fire damage. So 9 in total. But you can't uncanny dodge it yet. And then 1 goes to hit at Seamus.
Hoa!
And misses.
Yay.
Felix.
I can only really hit that one, can't I?
Yeah. I mean, you're still hitting something.
Fireball.
Yeah. Does not hit.
Right. That's my
Don't
turn.
forget Don't forget you can roll painters in your bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah. That's a D8, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Hits.
Woohoo!
Oh, good
Woohoo!
damage. Yeah, it winces in pain at you striking at it. And yeah. Tarim, what does Tarim do? Tarim's actually running low on spells at the moment because they've not had a long rest yet. And I, as the GM, keep forgetting about the handy-dandy thing called Arcane Recovery.
Yes, that is the thing I forget when I'm playing with Will all the time.
Don't remind me. So... Tarim is going to cast Magic Missile. And so that's... So it's going to hit the one that Dairon is being attacked by. for that much. 10 damage. 10 damage? No. What am I about? 11 damage. Yep. Aldane, this is your turn. You are still hasted.
I'm gonna still stabinate the guy who's grappled me.
Yeah.
Thank
That
you.
hits.
Now I forget. Are Sarasworn undead?
Give me an intelligence check to see if you remember. This is a free one. I'll be nice. You don't remember, but you're in an undead tomb, so
Smite.
okay.
That'd be So that'd
Smite.
be 2 or 3d4.
Smite,
2 or 3d8.
smite.
As you smite it, you only do 2d8.
That was worth trying.
That's
so is
still
that-
some damage. That
So do I do
is-
reduced smiting damage, or is it still?
The damage is the same. With undead, it's another dice.
I was just asking if it was if the anti-magical effect was the whole tomb, or was it just because the?
You don't see the anti-magic barrier on these.
Okay.
With the earth elemental, that only came partway into the fight.
Okay.
So what happens is you strike at it and you deal what 22 damage.
22 damage.
Yeah. As you do a significant chunk of its body off it.
So I'm gonna stab it again.
Yep, you still have 2 attacks left. That hits.
E.
As you rip and tear like the chainsaw it is for 10 damage.
And that one missed.
Well, at least you had the opportunity to try. Oh wait, you have inspiration. Oh no, you don't have inspiration. I'm looking at the things wrong.
By the way, how many times do I get to use? Oh, I can use Channel Divinity twice. So I will use it one more time to restore a spell slot.
Mm-hmm. So you do that, and then Dairon.
Yes. I will. I'll aim at the thing in front of me.
Yeah, makes sense.
12 misses.
It does, unfortunately, but you do have inspiration.
I will roll it.
You haven't used that yet.
What's your die size, Nil?
D8.
18.
Yeah.
Hits.
21.
21.
9 plus 10.
So this is looking very weak now. One good hit will probably kill it. Maybe Seamus will be that good hit.
I'm gonna keep on hitting that same guy. This one.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck.
Does not hit.
Fuck.
Does not hit.
All right. Wait. Before I end my turn, how's Aldane looking on health? He got hit a couple times by some nasty.
Aldane is a little under 2/3 health.
I'll hold back this turn.
The hungry boy that is dealing with Dairon begins to bite at them.
Okay.
Misses.
Great.
Goes to claw at Dairon. Misses.
Cool.
The one dealing with Aldane misses and does a claw. Oh no, it can't do claw. They're grappled. So yeah, that's them. The mummy lord begins to do another level 4 scorching ray. Actually, no, they're not. What they're going to do is you see him hold out his hand and cast a spell. And once it's cast, yeah, the spell's been cast. And that's its turn. Felix, you're looking at Dairon struggling with this monster, and you don't hear anything.
Oh.
In fact, you don't hear yourself.
Oh.
Do you cast fucking silence?
Right.
I mean, who knows?
Hmm. There's not a huge amount I can do about that. I mean, Arcana to figure it out, I guess?
Arcana's not the set's magic, is the problem.
Fine. I mean, just base intelligence check then, I guess?
For where it could have been dropped?
Just that
I mean-
silence has occurred.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can do that. Arcana's fine. Sorry. Yeah, you can do it as a bonus action or an action of your choice. Yeah, you're not hearing anything when there should be sound. This has to be silence.
Bonus action, give Painus inspiration to Seamus. Because that's all I can do. All of the spells I'm willing to use have
Yeah.
somatic.
You draw a dick butt on Seamus's loot. You don't really.
That'd be very funny.
This is the album cover Felix has drawn for Seamus. Dick butt.
I will treasure this piece of art.
Turim. The worst bit of Turim is they have a mask on. You actually watch Seamus as Turim removes their mask, pats you on the shoulder aggressively, and you see their mouth, silence has been cast, and points at the Mummy Lord. You then watch as... Are they in range? Oh, yes. Perfect.
Yeah, boy.
You watch as Turim begins to thrust out their hand, and now the Mummy Lord has to make a Constitution saving throw. But passes.
Damn it.
And you actually watch as Turim bangs their fist on the wall before putting the mask back on. Aldane, you don't hear anything as you're fighting this creature.
Probably some magic bullshit. Alright. Not gonna affect what I do here.
Apparently it might. You miss.
Grr.
Miss. Hits. For 12 damage. This creature is looking quite weak.
Can I use bonus action for an insight check, or would that be an action?
On the creature?
No, on the Mummy Lord.
Sure. Go for it.
Ah, fuck.
You're too busy wrangling with the creature that's currently got you in its loving embrace.
Fun times.
Dairon,
Yes.
you don't hear anything.
Cool.
It's creepy, especially because you're so good at hearing things.
I do not like this. Okay, well. Such is the way.
Mandalorian?
I'm gonna take a second to like stop my breathing and just let the silence wash over me before I take aim and strike.
Okay. You hit. And it's dead. I'm gonna say you would have killed it anyway with just the sneak attack damage alone.
Yeah, that makes sense, but
You aimed, so you can't move.
oh, that's right. No, I didn't aim. Oh, I did aim, yes.
I mean, you said you took aim. That's why it shouldn't have been called aim as well. It should have been just like precision strike.
Yeah.
Did you use the aim action?
No, I'm gonna be fair and say no.
So you didn't use it.
No, I did. I'm gonna say I did use it.
Right. Okay. Seamus, you were told by Turim that silence has been dropped, which means you can't use any of your vocal spells.
Shit, that means no Eldritch Blast? Is that an incantation?
It should have a V.
No,
or
it's-
an F.
Yeah, it's V. V and
Yeah.
So I can't do it then.
Nope. I mean, if you got out of the silence area, but who knows how far that is.
Well, let's see. I have silence, so I should have an idea. Let me look.
You do, but you don't know where it's been dropped precisely.
And it's a 20-foot radius, so that I would have to go far in any direction, really.
You'd either have to potentially leave the room or go much deeper in.
Shit, what can I do that doesn't require vocals?
A weapon.
Oh, yeah, but
There are a lot of spells that require verbal components, unfortunately.
That's why silence is so good.
I'm gonna pull out a weapon that I almost never use.
And what isolate? What indignation again?
No.
Oh,
I'm moving over here.
you fucking using your bow?
Oh my god.
that
it's-
doesn't hit.
Next.
You use the bow for the first time in ages and it does fuck all.
Yep. All right, that's fine.
The hungry Sorrow Swan continues to bite at you, Aldane. Hits
Damn.
for. Okay. 9 piercing damage. Which means you need to do concentration on Dairon.
Wait, what?
Oh yes, I
Aldani-
need to...
Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Con save, woohoo.
You pass. And for necrotic damage, you take 4 necrotic damage.
So what's the total on that then?
9 plus 4.
13. Gotcha. 42. No.
Mummy Lord. The Mummy Lord begins to cast spells. Shadow Wizard Mummy Gang.
Counterspell.
Wait, hold up. Is this this isn't the actual Mummy Lord?
It's the Mummy Lord you fought outside.
Okay.
This is a mummy lord,
Yeah,
not
not-
the mummy lord.
It's not him. This guy isn't him.
Okay. I got.
If you were to
concerned,
ask him, "Are you him?" he would say, "I am not him."
Well,
So
So-
as you
Can I
Hmm?
cast counterspell?
Nope. Verbal. Actually, yes, you can. You can.
I didn't think it was verbal. No.
Yeah, no, only somatic.
as they cast a spell, okay, you're just casting counter spell. Yeah,
Yes.
give me a charisma check.
Straight charisma.
You beat the counter spell allegations. As you watch as holy lightning crackles around the mummy's hand and The moment they thrust, nothing happens.
Oh, so that was going to be a damaging one, I bet.
And you watch as Dairon and Seamus, you watch as he screams, fuck, really loud. Like, Aldane, Seamus...
That makes me so happy.
Aldane and Felix, you can see him screaming, you can probably assume what it's saying.
Oh, wait, so I can hear now?
No, you can just lip read.
Oh, okay.
Darren and Seamus are lip reading him screaming fuck. Felix and Aldane probably can tell based on context.
I think
he got counterspelled. I mouth.
Felix, it's
Lamau.
your turn.
Literally all of my, damaging spells have a verbal component, so, yeah.
So true. You don't have a weapon?
Again, I have 2 daggers, and that's it.
What's wrong? Use a dagger then. Any damage is good damage, right?
I also don't really have much, in the way of eagerness to get up close.
Okay, that's your prerogative.
Because I got fucking mauled last time.
So true. So are you just doing nothing this turn?
I mean...
It's fine if you aren't.
I guess I'll give Painter's inspiration to Turim.
Turim waves and just like gives a thumbs up. Oh wait, it's the wrong symbol. I used the other one for painters. There we go. So, Turim's turn. Let's see. Turim's actually going to bring out the quarterstaff again and run in to smack the Sorrow Swan.
Look at him being all noble and shit.
Hits for 2 damage. And yeah, that's Turim's turn.
Alright.
Aldane.
See if I can finish this fucker off. Nope. Oh, wait.
With advantage, yes.
12.
Exactly what you needed to kill it.
I would have been so mad if I magic pixeled
As you
him.
basically take you gem Outrage in between its mouth and basically cut the upper half of its head off. And now you have haste with a mummy lord at the other end of the room and 2 attacks left. Yep.
Hello there.
Yep, that hits.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna do a level 2 smite on him as well.
Oh, yes. The mummy lord begins to scream in pain as you do that.
Okay, so it's 4d8 if I'm doing it at level 2, right?
Yes.
Oh! Holy shit!
So, I'm going to say you take off one of its entire arms.
God damn!
As the rest of you actually have to look away at the sheer raw power of this smite Aldane's doing. And as it begins to like wince in pain, you watch as only now the anti-magic barrier is appearing.
Oof. Has it taken effect yet, or is it still just starting?
It only did it after that hit, and you actually see the mummy say, "That would have been fucking helpful a moment ago," as it has to roll concentration. So it has to beat 15 on a con save.
Yep.
And so, as it says that, the rest of you begin to hear. Now you hear the mummy lord say, "If only that came sooner." As seemingly, silence is gone.
Oh, good. I can hear it.
Yeah.
Seemingly, huh?
You all what's it called? Everyone begins to hear the Mummy Lord say that, and you have one more attack left, Aldane.
Yep. Stabby, stabby.
As you rip and tear for 26 to hit.
Yeah. This
Oh.
isn't as much.
That much in damage.
But no, the smite's probably
Smite.
I mean, I will say you've done a little bit over half its HP.
Should I smite it again? I think I should smite it again. But no, the smite will be neutered because of the
mean,
anti-magic field.
I mean, you need a long rest at some point, so it's up to you.
Oh, we will be doing a long rest at some point.
Yeah, so...
Okay, smite away. I'm gonna do a level 1 smite though.
Okay.
That's 3d8. Not as much damage this time.
So you rip and tear through the Mummy Lord as it screams in pain. And it is not looking happy. You actually hear it say, "How about we talk this out? How do we want to talk it out?" Darren,
That's
it's
an
your
excellent
turn.
question.
Do you want to talk it out with him?
Nyron gets down on a knee and says, "How about no?"
Okay. Yep. It's dead.
Rip.
Honestly,
As-
I was not expecting that to be the killing blow, but that is very good.
If we go back to Horizon, Mill, the music, as it falls to the ground dead and decomposes into dust.
You okay, Aldane?
Yep. Feel a bit under the weather, but I'm doing great.
You're gonna feel even worse, Aldane, as Turim ends haste on you.
Oh my god!
And you feel like pins and needles are all throughout your body. And you also see this sarcophagus over here that's been heavily eaten already.
Lovely.
I would recommend we take a rest and actually sleep. We haven't slept in a while, and I have no more spells much to my name.
Doing a long rest or a short rest then?
I need to sleep.
Long rest it is. We should probably ward this area or something.
Where do we want to sleep?
Not next to the corpses.
I mean, are we sleeping in this room?
Well, where else could we sleep?
I mean, there was that room with the circular room with the square.
Yeah.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
We'd be able
Okay.
to see things coming at us in 3 different directions and at least have enough of a space around us to move around as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all agree with that assessment?
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you move to the circle room and you all prepare for a long rest, I'm going to call this a session.
Alright.
So long
Woohoo.
rest?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
long rest.
Yes, finally! I get my spell slots back.
Yep. And yet, Shield of Faith has ended. I mean, it would have ended anyway. I've just not been bothered to keep track.
So yes, that is the end of the session, which means it's also the end of, well, the video, I guess, seeing as this is just a recording. Thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the continuing adventures of our motley crew. In terms of future stuff, Tuesday and Thursday will probably be gaming stuff. Saturday is the mid-season check-in for summer anime, and Sunday we will hopefully be continuing on in this dungeon. Otherwise, again, thank you for watching. Please do give us a follow on Twitch and all the YouTube stuff that I, refuse to say because it makes my soul hurt.
Like and subscribe if you have not already.
Smash the like and buttons and the subscribe button and the bell, or else I'll smash your head into the pavement.
It's a bit
Now,
excessive.
now.
And I don't care.
Otherwise, again, thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you on Tuesday for whatever it is we end up doing. Good night.
Good night.
Later.